My name is Jenny. I went to Marie-Agnes because I had pains in my arms and my shoulder going up to my neck, and I work on a market where two of the people who I work with had been to her and said that it helped with their aches and pains, and I was seriously thinking I wouldn't be able to carry on working if it got worse. And I had the treatment, and it wasn't painful to have, but I didn't think it would do much more than just help a bit. And on the way home on the bus, I suddenly realised what a noisy bus I was on and couldn't work out why it was so noisy. And I realised that for the first time in 50 years I could hear if I clicked my fingers on the left side, and I'd been deaf in my left ear since I was 12 years old. I was playing about with my sister and she hit my head against the wall, larking about, and I thought I had a perforated eardrum, and I was very sick for a week and I couldn't stand up and I had to hold on to the wall to move around, and ever since then I had tinnitus and in my ear constantly for the first couple of years and then gradually fading away, but deafness completely for 52 years. And it never occurred to me to go back and find out if there was any treatment, because I thought perforated eardrums were just impossible to treat, and it hadn't crossed my mind it could be anything to do with my neck. And I just couldn't believe afterwards that I could not only hear, but I also, the balance that I'd lost came back. I was able to, when I got home I tried standing on one leg, and then I tried touching my toes, and then I tried standing on one leg and touching my toes, and it was just, I couldn't believe it. I phoned the people on the market and said, you've got to go back and tell her, I just can't believe I've got my hearing back. And I really thought it was just going to be a day or two, or it was even possibly my imagination. But it's 2 months later and it's brilliant. And I went with pain in my right side, and this was my left ear, and I wasn't even thinking about it, so I don't think it could have been psychological, because you wouldn't expect your right side to affect your left side. And I didn't even fill in on the form that I had to fill in that I'd ever had a head injury, because it was when I was 12 and I'm 65. So I'm completely dumbfounded by this. I didn't put anything on Marie-Agnes's website because I thought I didn't want to give false hope to somebody else. But I know 5 people who've had this treatment, and they've all had improvements of various sorts. Mine's the only one that was quite that miraculous, and I feel very privileged to have found out how it could happen. Don't want to put anybody else's hopes up, but I don't think it can do any harm.